Assalamualaikum guys and girls. Welcome back to our channel, Click Takaful. Okay, today I will explain and promote to you about Great Eastern Takaful. So, we want to tell you about the medical Takaful that we offer by the Great Eastern. What is the Great Eastern Takaful that the product that they offer? Firstly, we can say they offer the four product of the Great Eastern Takaful. First, I Great Medicare. Second, I Great Critical Care. Third, Mtiara Critical Care, which is affiliate with Bank Muamalat. And fourth is which is add-on product to widen your coverage until your towing issue, which called as Rider Medic Suit. Okay, without further ado, what is benefit? I will explain on my behalf is about iGrade Medicare. What is iGrade Medicare? It's basically the type of this product is a medical type, which make Great Eastern cover when you have a treatment or be in hospitalization. So what are the benefit that you can get? Firstly, there's no overall lifetime limit, so you can use year by year, and zero quota kaful. So all the costs will be bear by the insurance company, which is Great Eastern. There's no medical examination when you want to apply this product, and medical coverage up to 18 years. The tenure is up to 18 years, but the limit, the minimum age is 90 years. It's about 69 years. Okay. So medical coverage benefit that being covered in this product is up to 16 benefit. What I want to highlight is overall annual limit that you get is 100,000, which is a lot. And the another highlight is hospital room per day, 180 days maximum is 200 per day. Okay, so another thing, the benefit is we also reward you with underwriting surplus and investment profit. How? That we're using the profit sharing ratio 50-50. So the amount of the investment will be directly credited into your personal account. If anything loss about the investment, will be counted to the next following year on the tabaruk fund. You also enjoy the tax relief. Okay, the lot of benefit that I'm telling you about this product is what are the price. So the minimum price that you can get is about average of our student is about 21 to 25 years, which is 876 ringgit per year, which is you can subscribe monthly, which is being paid around 80 ringgit per month. That what the benefit you can get is 100,000 per limit. Is actually a quite promising and awesome product. So you guys, you can try this product. Enjoy. Okay guys, for the next product that I promise you for the explanation is basically the add-on product, which is iMedical Rider Suit. So in this suit, they offer 4 suit, which is iMedic Rider, and another upgrade one is iMedic Extra Rider. I will explain to you about the iMedic Rider. iMedic Rider will have the cost sharing, which means they have a cost Takaful, but some the upgrade of this is 10% increment annual limit every 3 years, which means at 3 years they will increase until the lifetime overall limit reach 600,000. It's quite big actually. It's for your someone that can ride on your normal program. So the second product is iMedic Extra Rider. In terms of rider is just cost sharing. The iMedic Extra Rider offer the full payment, but there is selected charge. 2 times of the accidental TPD, total permanent disability and accidental death benefit, and also replacement of cataract lens, and also organ transplant. And the most important about these two is actually emergency international medical assistance, car assistance program like towing and so on, and also TPD, total permanent loss, and that. Okay, another 2 product I will story in this suit is iMedic Plus Rider. The iMedic Plus Rider is basically simply the upgrade version of the iMedicare, where we can increase limit for hospital room and bed, where the increment is about 10%. So if you guys subscribe 200, it's about 250, and so on. So the post hospitalization treatment, they offer another 90 days. If you guys subscribe for the 90 days for post hospitalization, you can get 180 days. And they also offer the special one is daily guardian benefit. The minimum is 100 ringgit, and they also increase the daily cash allowance for hospital governments from the 50 ringgit to the 100 ringgit minimum. So what the last suite that they offer is iMedic Extended Rider. iMedic Extended Rider is firstly the full payment on the selected child, like same the extra rider, but they have tons of overall annual limit. So if you guys annual limit is about 100,000, if the 10 son is about 1 million, but it depends to the package itself. So it also have an unlimited overall limited time. But the good between these products is actually all the product offer the upgrade from the iMedicare Medicare to ensure you a wider coverage, and also you can add your rider to your insurance, so they can also cover like you. Okay, see you for the next episode. Bye bye.
Okay, the first medical plan offered by Great Eastern Takaful company is I-Grade Critical Care Plan. The I-Grade Critical Care is a plan, is a general Takaful plan that cover the treatment of critical illness. So if you suffer any of 36 critical illness listed in this plan, you will receive a lump sum of coverage depending on your basic sum coverage that you subscribe. So if you are being diagnosed by one of 36 critical illness such as Alzheimer, brain surgery, cancer and heart attack, so you will get this lump sum to cover your treatment. So the sum coverage, the amount of the sum coverage you get is depending on the level of sum coverage that you subscribe. So you are given option to choose between the basic sum coverage of 50,000 to 500,000. And this plan is eligible to 90 years old, from 90 years old to 50 years old. And the maturity date of this plan is 80 years old. So even if the participant didn't suffer from any critical illness, when he or she reach 80 years old, this plan will terminate automatically. And to subscribe this plan, you need to pay an annual contribution. So the price of this annual contribution is depend on the rate given by the company. So you can see the table of the contribution rate on both sides. So the minimum rate of contribution is equivalent to RM10 ringgit per month. So I think it is quite really cheap. The next medical plan offered by Great Eastern Takaful company is M-Terra Critical Care. But M-Terra Critical Care is offered by Great Eastern Takaful with the collaboration Bank Mamalat. So this plan have the similarity with the I-Grade Critical Care. So the only difference is the Bank Mamalat put severity level on the 36 critical illness. So there are three severity level. First is early stage and intermediate, and then last one is advanced stage. So if the participant be diagnosed by critical illness in the early stage, he will receive about 50% of the sum covered, and while in intermediate and advanced stage, the participant will receive about 150% of sum covered. So for example, the sum covered is 100,000. So in the early stage, he will receive 50,000, and in intermediate and advanced stage, will receive about 150,000. Okay. So then the next difference is the maturity date. So in I grade critical care, the maturity date is 18 years old. But in M Tiara critical care, the maturity date is 85 years old. So the Bank Muamalat offered longer time of maturity date. So that's one of the advantage that Bank Muamalat offer better than Great Eastern Takaful.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Ahmad Arifin and I would like to summarize what have been presented by previous speakers. So, in the conclusion, I would like to make a comparison between each product offered by Great Eastern Takaful in medical part. So, for the first product, which is I-grade critical care, it is a critical coverage product that covers 36 critical illness such as heart attack and Alzheimer. So, for the next product, it is M-Tiara Critical Care, which is also a critical coverage plan, but with extra benefits such as Badal Hajj and Wakaf service, and also the coverage is according to severity level. Next product is I-Grade Medicare, which is a daily coverage Takaful plan that cover any illness by customer. And lastly is I-Medic Rider Suit. It is also a daily Takaful plan, but the coverage is wider than I-Grade Medicare. So for the tenure for I-Grade Critical Care, it is 80 years, and eligible age for the I-Grade Critical Care is 19 to 50 years. Then M-Tiara Critical Care, the tenure will be 85 years, and the eligible age will be 30 days to 55 years. Then for I-Grade Medicare, the tenure will be 80 years and the eligible age is 18 to 50 years. And lastly, I-Medic Rider Suit, which is the tenure is 80 years and the eligible age is 1 year to 50 years. And for the type, I-Grade Critical Care, the type is General Takaful, and after that M-Tiara Critical Care, it is a Family Takaful. Then I-Grade Medicare, it is a General Takaful, and lastly I-Medic Rider Suit, it is a general but attachable to Family Takaful. So do invest in Takaful as it may be useful for your future, and remember to value yourself and others. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.